Okay, so friggin' plan today is gonna work on Big Cigarette. I gotta friggin' find a couple things, but here's the kit. Not gonna fuck with it too much, you'll see it, but you know, friggin' coolant filter kit, got the friggin' blue spring kit, just friggin' shoveled like a whore outside. Cause I figure I might as well friggin' get most of the friggin' snow out of the way before it friggin' rains, and then it's gonna wanna try to come in under the walls and stuff. It just frig me right over. But anyways, I gotta track down a friggin' like a bench thing so as I can work on Big Cigarette. That's what I like to use and I can't friggin' find it. And a clean bucket to drain friggin' coolant in. But look at this friggin' place. I mean, this is me straightening it out. I mean, what can you do? You know what I mean? It's like I friggin' okay, I lined up that stuff and then I end up just shoving the launcher over here because it was in front of Big Cigarette. And I mean, this is just dicked. I need an addition in a major way. So anyways, I got the parts out and the hood up and the friggin', I even got the friggin' light friggin' cigarette. Well, it's not cigarette yet, but friggin', you know, I gotta track down my bits and then we'll for frig a sack. All right, well, I looked everywhere for this thing. It turned out it was in the front room, this and that, hiding big time. So this is what I like to use. And then I could just get right up on some bitch and for frig a sack, you know what I mean? No pucking around. Anyways, but then we got another friggin' problem. This friggin' bucket, the friggin' lid won't come off, you know, and it's got, I like the bucket because it's got a screw friggin' thing onto it or whatever, but she's on there really tight, eh? Like I can't get that off there, but I got like a bucket lid taker offer tool, right? So, but you think I can find it? It used to be on this wall before we hung all the wrenches. So friggin', I don't know, maybe I'll text Boogie and see if he knows where the friggin' thing is. Oh, no way! No way! I found it! That's the friggin' guy. Man, I spent so friggin' long today looking for that. All those boxes over there, I friggin' dead. For a different kind of bucket. Not the right bucket for the guy. I'll have to come up with something else. I don't have time for this. So anyways, I ended up grabbing a friggin' one of my old ladies like Tupperware bucket friggin' things. I'm just gonna use that and then I'll have to confiscate it because probably don't want to use it for anything else after friggin' putting coolant into it. But I gotta get rid of this friggin' here box o' shite. This whole friggin' spiel's right in my friggin' way. So I just loosened off that guy there. And I got a little ahead of myself with this guy here. There's no sense in friggin' popping that guy off until I get the rest of his shit in the way. But I also got to loosen this friggin' hose off. I got to cut it and tee it off anyways. But I got to get it up and out of the way. Get this box out of here. Loosen this off, pull that out. And then we can get, push this friggin' hose down. And then we can get into the frigga sack where we got to friggin' change the blue spring kit. Beg my pardon. So anyways, friggin', I got my bucket and my shit, but then I remembered something. Check this out. Since I quit smoking cigarettes, I got a new decal for my hoist. A new decal. Friggin' rights. And then I put those decals on too. Safety decals for frig a sack. And then, so friggin', I'm all anal as frig about everything, so I'm gonna get under there and clean off all the schmutz. Holy shit, that was just about the end of her, boys. That friggin' blue line right there just about took me out. Holy shit, did you see that? Frig a sack, but anyways, awesome. I'm gonna show you something awesome for a second, okay? You ready? You ready for this? Keep an eye on the cigarette. Now, the marks on the bottle, they don't matter. You see the marks over here? Maximum, minimum? Those are the ones. Well, I guess it's still pretty close to the minimum, but I can't imagine me, you know what I mean? Like, where's it going? Obviously it's leaking somewhere. So, and we're friggin' pushing, last time I drove them, it was pushing like 16 PSIs, and that's like the blow off cigarette for the cap, so that's friggin' no good. Like if you're running her at 16 PSIs, you know, you need to shut her the fuck down and stop wrecking the shit out of it because you're gonna pop it. So like, I'm not kidding, man. If I gotta take the cab off this friggin' thing again, it's just gonna be to friggin' sledgehammer this friggin' engine out of it. And I don't know, I'll have to find an old dirty Dodge and tear the friggin' for frig sacks out of it and friggin' harvest this program. And but like that's like multiple thousands of dollars, and I just don't have that kind of funds right now. And friggin' so we're dealing with a 6 liter. Fuck's sakes. Well, we got her draining out. Gonna drain a couple gallons out or something. I don't know, but I don't think I'm gonna reuse this shit just because you know I have more Motocraft Gold and under there is all friggin' dicked and dripping still, and we're gonna be dripping like Salty Smuts road water into that bucket a little bit, so it's like, you know, frig off, right? But anyways, I'll see if I can't get a shot of what we're dealing with here. This little plastic antler under there, you just give her a turn, eh? Like, that's it, you just turn it, no big deal. But I ended up, you know, I grabbed it and really friggin' reamed on it, because normally it's tight a little bit, and it really was really loose, so I tightened it back in, and it was like 4 full turns out. I didn't see any noticeable friggin' drips or anything, but that's a little ridiculous. You can see that coolant's pretty clean. It's not like it's freaking brown or anything, you know what I mean? It's only got, it had about 196, I think, when I pulled the cab off, so we got about 60,000 cigarettes onto them. Anyways, oh friggin', cigarette under here. And just tighten that back up. I don't have any distilled water, so I'll have to friggin' go and get some, but oh fuck. If there wasn't anything in that coolant, there sure as frig is now. But I'll get that out from under there. Contaminated as much as possible. Maybe we can just reuse it. Putting a filter on it anyway, so what the hell, right? Coolant's going somewhere, so that's definitely no good. Last time I was losing coolant. Pulled the cab off, Big Dirty. Buck with me, Big Dirty, you son of a bitch. Oh, a little tip from Pug 1 here. You don't want to friggin' just get all carried away with this guy here. You want to be, you know, a little gingerlier than you normally would, because there's like a little piece of plastic tube poking out of this plastic friggin' housing, and you know, the top cap for the friggin' maculator, right? So, you know, you start yanking on this guy and snapping her off. Next thing you know, you're friggin' trying to tap a plastic friggin' thing and just, oh my god, you don't. Just don't. Oh, check out something else awesomer as frig I just noticed. Holy, nice friggin' squeaky bench, bud. But anyways, see the deflection in the Verfriggesacker here? The deflection in the Verfriggesacker. So, I don't know if that's been, you know, sucking in friggin' bits of friggin' Verfriggesack, but I bet you it's not good if it has. Well, you should be able to get this friggin' unit out all in one piece, but of course I wasn't able to, friggin' just killing myself. But check that out. Friggin' dirty old friggin' cigarette butt bee. Shoot straight in the program. Friggesack. Here's a little tip for you to take off your friggin' cigarette butt tube there. You got a little friggin' Verfriggesack right there. Well, if you take your friggin' pry bar and you put it in behind there and you just pull back on it, it'll pop right off there. Makes life a lot easier. And then you can use the same pry bar, get it up under this hose, and crunch the hose down, get it out of the way. But I'll get this tube out of here first. Well, anyways, boys, just plugging away here for a minute, but I just got off the phone with my buddy down at Nick Fit Nation, and friggin' he's gonna friggin' hook up Bobby Pelton with a friggin' starter e-cigarette kit for Friggesack. Friggin' rights. So go check out nickfitnation.com or thesmarthoser.com and get your friggin' e-cigarette type internet order type stuff happening over there. Beg my pardon. Okay, finally, for Friggesack. I don't think I'll need to take out this plastic tube. I just loosened her off down yonder and friggin' rotated it a little bit, just out of the way enough. And so get a friggin' 13/16 on the friggin' nut and a friggin' 7/8 on the friggin' little fitting thing that goes in there, and a Torx 27, boys. Just a little zip tie on the tube there. You can see, just a zip tie on that tube will stop that nut from sliding down into friggin' Nowheresville, like lost foreverston for Friggesack. Another little tip, friggin' break this thing loose while it's still on the truck. And then you don't have to like clamp it in a vise or something. Friggesack, because the kit comes with a new friggin' housing and all the shit you need. So we'll rip that out of there and smoke 1,000 cigarettes. I mean electronic cigarettes, beg my pardon. So here's the kit, got the housing, the friggin' O-ring for that, a couple more O-rings, a little doodad for Friggesacker, some screws, and the friggin' blue spring. Yeah. Big Dirty's gonna be in the shop a lot longer than I expected, boys. This is why I just fucking quit everything. I quit. This is fucking bullshit. I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna show you why right now. Oh, hey Pug, why are you so pissed off all the time, you fucking goof? Oh, well, there's my friggin' bolt. That goes in right there. So I don't think that's the full length. So I think the threaded parts are still in there. So I should have just left this the fuck alone. Big Dirty, you stupid cocksucker! Why? Why? I don't understand why he's such a goof to me. I spend all this fucking money on this son of a bitch and he just treats me like fucking shit. Like, oh my goodness. That friggin' housing thing is probably worth $900 You know what I mean? And I got a snapped off for frig sector in it. And either way, like, I'm gonna have to take that whole friggin' oil filter, fuel filter thing off to see if I can't fish that friggin' thing out of there. But like, why? Why did that have to break off? The first friggin' bolt. The first friggin' bolt. And this air filter system they got going on here is a piece of shit too. Like, I mean, it works. You know, there's no doubt about it. It works, but look at it. There's a friggin' spider web in there. So like, if spiders can get in there, you know, probably dirt can get in there too, for prig's sakes. But yeah, I don't know. Like, that's the inside of the filter. There's fucking spider webs on it. Fucking coolant's friggin' low. Fucking fuel friggin' regulator friggin' cigarette bolt busted off. I haven't even gotten to the friggin' coolant. Oh my goodness, why? Why'd I even get out of bed this morning, boys? For frig's sack? Well, anyways, I friggin' just looked on eBay's a little bit there, and there's a bunch of them for sale and stuff, but they're all crusty, crappy, friggin' crusty, friggin' for frig sacked. So like, I mean, for frig's sakes. But so I quit. Big Dirty can frig right off. I quit. I might, but I'm not gonna fuck around with this anymore tonight. I just friggin' got medicinalized big time, and friggin' now, you know what I mean? No. So anyways, friggin' but I did talk to VIPejuice.com, and he is going to send a little bit of friggin' juice to friggin' Bobby Pelton there. So friggin' rights, friggin' Bobby Pelton's on cigarettes, and you got to get off the cigarettes in accordance with the cancer. You can't have cigarettes and cancer at the same time. You pick one or the other, bud. But anyways, friggin' so yeah, I got to get Bobby Pelton off the cigarettes. So, you know, Nick Fit Nation sent him a friggin' for frig sacks there, a pen and a starter kit there, and VIP E-Juice sending him some friggin' E-Juice. So friggin' rights. And you're not gonna friggin' believe this, boys. You're not gonna believe this. If you're on the E-Juice, you gotta go to VIPejuice.com and check this out. VIP E-Juice, 10% of all sales from now until the end of Sunday is gonna go to Bobby Pelton friggin' Fundraiser Cancer, boys. Unfriggin' believable. VIPejuice.com, ladies and gentlemen. But apparently that says Caleb, not celeb. Beg my pardon, I've never seen that word before in my life, so apologize for being a complete and utter goof. But anyways, we got Kathleen O, Evan F, friggin' Michelle L, Matt M, Daniel G, Raphael PM, I thought that was cool, RPM's his initials. Anyways, Travis H, Jake A, friggin' Stefan M, friggin' where are we? I'm trying to read through the friggin' screen here so as you guys get the shot too, beg my pardon. But anyways, Rye Industries, The Four-Stroke Virgin, John K, Bradley G, Mike M, Wes H, James C, SLT Electronics, Super Spare 01, I think that's what it is, Super Spare 01, Jeff M, and then a couple that wouldn't fit down there, Ken R and John D. So friggin' rights, boys. I haven't even counted all the dicks, but look at all the dicks. There's definitely no more room for any dicks. I could probably squeeze some more in there, but we're gonna write all the names down and everything on a card and everything. My old lady's like, you know, arts and crafts and stuff, so she's gonna write all the names of everybody down and everything, and give Bobby Pelton a thank you card or a get well card. Apologize, it's not really a thank you. It's a get well, right? But yeah, VIPejuice.com from right now until the end of Sunday, friggin' all the friggin' juice that's sold, 10% of the proceeds is going to go to Bobby Pelton to help him out, get transportation funds and prescription funds, because, you know, shit's dicked. He's not covered for everything, and, you know, and stuff like this, and he's not working, so it's a big struggle for him right now, and his family. He's got babies and friggin' old lady and this and that, so the program's cocked for Bobby Pelton, so we got to uncock it for him a little bit, beg my pardon. So friggin' rights, that made it friggin' worth getting out of bed this morning for frig sex, even though Big Dirty's just a friggin' son of a bitch and he frigged me over big times. You can see the shit winds are a-blowing, boys, in my friggin' wide open door. And it's just heaving up more and more. The more the snow melts, the more water gets under, and the more it freezes, and the more it rises, and the more the door won't shut at the bottom. It's friggin' awesome. So anyways, boys, friggin' beg my pardon, I couldn't show you how to do the Blue Spring upgrade on my for frig sack. Believe me, I'd have been more than friggin' happy to friggin', you know, finish this up today, but I told you, didn't I told you? The friggin' Chinook. It's the friggin' Chinook for frig sex. It's blowing in, the shit winds are blowing in, boys, and friggin' it's just cocking over everything. But I really can't say enough about everybody that's friggin' donated to Bobby Pelton, and of course VIP juice. That's just friggin' awesome. Go check out VIPjuice.com, order all your shit and this and that, and it's more awesome. It's friggin' like just a small company, you know, all handcrafted friggin' juices. You know, it's just like top quality shit. So friggin' you know, right now is a good chance. You know, if you're on one kind of juice, it's like, well, you know what, I was going to donate to Bobby Pelton, but if 10% of my e-juice is going to Bobby Pelton, I might as well try some VIP juice.com and friggin', you know, and then when I like it, and then you know what I mean, you might find yourself addicted to freaking VIP juice, you never know. So anyways, boys, I got to shut her down. I'm going to friggin' snap, and it's not going to be good, and Big Dirty's really going to friggin' hate me when I start taking a friggin' hammer to his friggin' engine, but anyways, friggin' don't forget to check out onepug.com and get your decals and your horseshit and your nonsense. I got mine. Well, for frig a sec, now I gotta friggin' get a bunch of truck parts, so friggin', yeah, big time. Go to onepug.com and get your decals and your horseshit and your nonsense and your gibberish, and of course, make sure you check out all the links in the prescription. Friggin' NickFit Nation, smarthoser.com, friggin' of course, NickFit Nation on the YouTube TV too, and big thanks to VIPjuice.com. But anyways, boys, that'll have to be it for tonight. So don't forget to check out the One Pug Army channel for tonight's medicinal episode. It's going to be a good one because I am friggin' needing some medications tonight, boys. But anyways, there you go. Another Dicker Pug One production. So until tomorrow.
Don't let the Watchers get you.